Hey y'all, I'm Alyssa Bryant with Bryant Physical Therapy and Wellness. I'm going to be sharing videos of exercise programs I've created. So this is for general use only, strength and conditioning, stretch and flex stuff. This is not for any sort of treatment, and you should consult your provider or medical provider for any new exercise program and any concerns, and not all of these exercises are right for everyone and all of that, okay? Now, this program here is very gentle. I created it for someone who is experiencing extreme sensitivity to exercise and very short tolerance and low tolerance for exercise, nervous system impairment, and very nervous about exercise. So we're going to try this and maybe it'll help you. Anyway, even if you're just a beginner and you want to start slow, this is good. And your mental and physical health is connected. So there's also some meditation in here, both for someone easing into exercise for all the things I mentioned, but also for just general health. So we'll see what we got in here. Some hip and core and lower body things, and see what you think. 5-minute guided meditation. I'm not going to play that, but my favorite free app is the Meaning of Life Experiment by Ashok Gupta. I do not get any sort of, affiliate marketing situation for that. I just truly like that app, have used it for a while, and like his purpose of his paid course, but I've not taken his paid course. I've simply used his free app and enjoyed the benefits from learning meditation through it. Clamshells are one of these exercises, okay? You could use meditation to prime you for the exercise.
Side with your knees bent and your hips.
This is, since you're not on your feet,
raise your top knee up toward the
maybe a little easier.
Slowly return to the starting position and repeat.
She's lifting each knee off of the one below it, but she's keeping her feet down. The abdominals and the glutes are active. 1 set of 10. Then we're going to work the opposite motion, hip internal rotation. You're turning your hip the opposite direction. It looks like the lower leg is doing the work, but it's not. It's your hip.
Begin lying on your side.
We're going to work the hip in each direction in this program that it does, that it has.
Make sure.
I did fewer reps on this exercise because it's harder, and this is a very good glute exercise. Keep this top leg back behind or in line with that foot back there. It's not supposed to kick forward, and you're not supposed to roll backward. And some people have to be up against a wall or have someone helping them maintain that position. And then this guy doing a straight leg raise.
With one knee bent and your other leg straight. Engaging your thigh muscles, slowly lift your straight leg until it is parallel with your other thigh. Then lower it back to the starting position and
when the leg goes down, your back may want to arch. You're going to keep your lower back flat on the ground if you can. And by doing that, you're engaging your abdominals, and you can still breathe when you tighten up those abdominals. Exhale when you are squeezing your abs and lowering that leg. You can relax at the top when you inhale. It's going to be easier to keep your back flat at the top. It's going to naturally flatten. And this is this is even easier than that one above, the straight leg raise that we just looked at. So do this one instead if you need to. Okay, so this one's even easier.
Back with your arms resting at your sides, your knees bent, and your feet flat on the ground. Tighten your abdominals and slowly raise one of your legs off the floor, keeping your knee bent. Then return to the starting position and repeat with your other leg.
The same information and pattern applies as above. And this is a single leg stance. This guy's just standing on one leg, but that's hard enough sometimes for gentle exercise, just standing there for 15 seconds. Some people can only stand on one leg for 5 seconds or less without having to hold on to something. And if that is the case, you've got to work on it and get better at that. It means you're at an increased risk of falls and injuries if you can't balance on one leg for longer than that. Okay, this is a cat and cow exercise. This should be comforting. This feels good. Breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths through an exercise like this.
Motion, and keep your movement slow and controlled.
And the breath should come from your abdomen.
Slowly round your back up toward the ceiling. Then let it sag down to the floor while looking up, and repeat.
Again, great. This one for meditation and deep breathing and stretching. You don't have to hold this stretch pose like it is. I don't have to play this video. You can just rock and move back and forth through this. Some people are too stiff to either get their arms out in front of them very far and sink into it, and their knees and their are just too stiff to bend that far, so their hips don't touch their heels like that. So the rocking, the movement and the stretching, going back and forth with deep breathing can help you get that motion more than just a static hold. Here's another nice stretch.
Make sure to keep your back relaxed and flat on the ground during the stretch.
You can hold that leg up, for 15, 30 seconds, or you can just hold it for 5 seconds and move back and forth in and out of it. The leg on this other side, when it's straight like this, is going to get a stretch in the top. The front also. So supine pelvic tilts. This is something people have trouble with understanding. They've been used to just standing with their lower back excessively arched forward, and they're just relaxed into a excess interior, a forward tilt of their pelvis with their abdominals overstretched and things. And usually those people are also standing with their knees locked out. But you need to regain this control, being able to tilt your pelvis neutral. You can do it lying down or standing.
Begin by lying on your back, with your knees bent and feet resting on the floor. Slowly tilt your pelvis forward, then tilt it back to neutral, and tilt it backward. Repeat these movements. Make sure to concentrate your movements only on your pelvis.
I may look sleepy. It is late at night, and that's also probably why my voice is gravelly. Definitely need some water. Okay, so standing and this pelvic tilt. I'm gonna go back.
Begin in a standing upright position, with your hands on your hips. Gently tilt your pelvis backward.
That was perfect, that example, right there. And then this
Both hands flat on the wall
is
in front
an
of
easy
you.
plank.
Then step your feet back into a plank position.
And it's
hold.
okay if I say some of this is easy, but it's not for you. That's okay. Just if it is within your means and appropriate for you, do it until it gets easier. And don't worry what's easy for someone that's not easy for you.
Make sure to tighten your abdominal and buttock muscles to keep your body a straight line.
Starting position and repeat. Make sure to keep your abdominals tight and your hips facing
Your glutes are going to work in this. The stance leg is going to work harder than the leg you're swinging. You need to focus on keeping your knee pointed straight ahead on the stance leg and your glutes engaged and your abdominals engaged. Let's see. People often think the opposite is going to happen, that their swing leg's going to work more. And then they're going to find that the stance leg is actually working really hard and gets fatigued really quickly. So we switch back and forth 10 and 10 reps to give each leg a break. And resistance bands are fine around the ankles here, but this is a gentler way to do this. If you're pointing your foot straight ahead, then that's also a good challenge. Sometimes, especially in this one, the foot wants to turn out when you're working instead of pointing the toes straight ahead. They want to turn. And anyway, that's not as useful.
Be sure to keep your shoulders and hips facing straight forward during the exercise.
Starting position and repeat.
There's your march.
Make sure to keep your back.
Good for the front hip flexors. The hip flexors, but they are often deconditioned and tired and tight, and this is a good conditioning exercise for them.
Hold briefly,
And
then
here's
lower them
something
back down
simple.
and repeat.
While you're doing
Make sure to
calf
maintain
raises.
an upright posture and use the counter to help you balance as needed.
The countertop could help you support your body weight, and or you can do calf raises sitting. And if you can do more than 10 or 15 calf raises at a time, that would be good to evaluate. I hope that was helpful, guys, and be happy to answer some questions in the comments, and watch out for more videos. I'm excited about this software I found to make these for you. Yay! Healing wishes, guys.